Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Do you think there'll be some trepidation for Prince of Wales as he sets off on this tour, given that there has been a slight change in mood towards the royals in recent weeks, particularly within the Commonwealth?
Yes, I think on the back of the visits to the Caribbean of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and the Earl and Countess of Wessex, and also given what we've seen in Canada over the past year or two in regards to the treatment of the Indigenous people, and we've seen the toppling of statues of kings and queens of Canada and the setting alight of churches by Indigenous people, I think there's going to be a certain degree of trepidation. But this is a very limited trip. This is only 3 days. This is the shortest trip, this and the last one, under the Trudeau government than we've ever seen before. Normally the royal family would come for a week, sometimes even 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks in terms of Charles in 1983 with Diana. So this is a very limited visit, and so there won't be many opportunities for public protest.
Why is that? Why such a short trip? Is it simply a case of a crammed diary?
No, I think it's much more of a case of the current Liberal government in Canada not being very keen on the monarchy. Right. You've seen a very, very reduced celebration for the Platinum Jubilee compared to the Diamond Jubilee. For example, Canada has always issued Jubilee medals and coronation medals, and this is the first time in history that Canada isn't issuing a Platinum Jubilee medal, despite protests from the opposition. And on the provincial level, they're now having their own medals done in protest at what Trudeau has done, which I think is a bit of a slap in the face to the monarchy, really.
I was in Canada a few years ago, just after Canada Day, and this was the event that really launched Kate onto the world stage, and she did so well. I mean, all the publicity was so positive, and Canada fell in love with her overnight. The mood has changed since then. Do you think that they would be receiving the same sort of antipathy almost if they were doing this visit today, and even if the Queen was going?
Well, I have to say, people in this country, I don't think, understand how important Canada is to the monarchy. It's the country that they have visited more than any other country in the world. They have a very strong connection with it. And the Queen Mother, we know, regarded Canada as her favourite realm. I wouldn't be surprised if Prince Charles and the Queen felt the same way. And it has a very important role to play for Kate and for William, because in 1998, a year after his mother died, he was 16, he arrived in Canada, and Will's mania engulfed the world. All of these thousands of screaming girls arrived there. And then again, just after the royal wedding, Kate was in Canada for Canada Day, their biggest celebration, and that was her grand arrival in front of a crowd of hundreds of thousands. So there's a very special place there. We won't see that sort of degree of elation. It's amazing, only 10 years have passed, how things have changed. But, of course, there's still a huge amount of love and interest in William and Kate, less so for the for the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall, unfortunately, and that's because every time they go to North America, the North American media immediately raise Diana. In this country, we've gotten over the Diana issue, but a quarter of a century after her death, Diana's shadow looms heavy over the Duchess of Cornwall.
So do you